Hello there, welcome to Emerald House of Cars, and today I'm going to take you around this 2013 Citroen DS5. As you can see, it's a 2-litre diesel in blue, HDI Dsport 5-door. Let's have ourselves a look around. First things first, of course, these gorgeous headlights right there on the left. And as you can see there on the right there, now these ones also come with these beautiful chrome eyebrows, and they go all the way up straight here to our windows all the way around. You can see we have our tinted glass there as well. Beautiful sleek design there, and of course they come with a matching set of fog lights. You can see them there set against the black, and they curve round, and there's even another strip of light there as well. Now that's the one there on the right, and this is the one here on the left, and you can also see we have front parking sensors just nuzzled in there as well. Now they're bookending this gorgeous honeycomb grille in the front, and above that we've got our beautiful gloss black strip with more front parking sensors, and we've got more honeycomb black grille, and we've got more of that beautiful chrome, that lovely Citroen chrome, and the chrome Citroen badge there as well. Now that's all set against this beautiful shade of blue in this car, a very, very light blue. It's been picked up beautifully by our lights here in the showroom. Got this enormous windscreen right there as well. As you can see, no chips or scratches or anything of the sort. Only thing we have is a big emerald tick, which means that this vehicle is Emerald House of Cars approved. It's undergone our 128 point on-site inspection, and not just undergone it, but it's passed it with flying colours. That means this vehicle is A1 mechanically cleared, which is all we'd really want when it comes to vehicles. Having a look around, again, you can just see beautiful bodywork all the way around. We have these beautiful little chrome touches here as well. Having a look up and down the side of the vehicle, you can see beautiful straight lines absolutely everywhere, up and down, straight lines, and we've got our gloss blue wing mirror with gloss black trim all the way around. Really lovely touch, and a cheeky safety indicator there as well. Let's come on down here and check out our alloys, and as you can see, they are in phenomenal condition all the way around. Got a beautiful gloss black and silver combination here on the alloys themselves, beautifully designed, elegantly executed, and as you can see, in very, very good condition, I must say, which bodes well when thinking about the condition of this vehicle and how sensibly it's been used by its past owners, which is always, an important thing to look out for when it comes to used vehicles. Let's follow this cheeky chrome strip all the way across to our second alloy. Is it 2 for 2? Yep. Yeah, we seem to have very lovely alloys right there as well. I always point this out, of course, because when it comes to a used vehicle, you want to have a used vehicle that has been sensibly used in its past life. You don't want a car that's been ragged around, put through its paces, driven to hell. You want one that's been sensibly maintained and serviced. And of course, the easiest way to tell is by the alloys. So when they're looking pretty immaculate like they are there, that is like a big stamp of approval. Now let's check out how much this tinted glass stretches all the way around to the rear, like a big headband there as well. It's absolutely stunning. Got our rear wiper there as well. Got our cheeky tail lights, you can see them right there. Gorgeous and glowing in red, and matching our headlights perfectly as well there. Let's follow our bodywork down. Absolutely gorgeously set in blue, this bodywork is. Absolutely stunning all the way around. Now of course you come on down here, we've got our rear parking sensors, so that's both front and rear parking sensors set against this gloss black finish, as you can see there. And we've got just under that our dual chrome exhaust. Look how flat and stylish that exhaust is. Bit more of the gloss black thrown in, but this is absolutely gorgeous right there, and of course in terrific nick. I do want to draw your eye, we do have a very, very, very small chip right there. Obviously the vehicle has been used, and this is very, very common, but we're all about transparency here at Emerald House of Cars. So if we see it, we want you to see it, because we want you to come on down and see the car for what it is and not see any surprises. So we've got a little chip there, and some very minor signs of cosmetic blemishing just happening right there as well. I think if we look closely as well, I think Yeah, there's a very little scuff right there as well. Again, doesn't affect the way the car handles or operates, doesn't affect the way the car drives. It's purely a cosmetic thing, but again, we just want to point it out to you. Now we're around the back here. We want to have a look at the boot. There is no button for it. The button for it is on the key, so let's open that up. It is on the other key. Terribly sorry about that. There you go, you have to hold the button down and then it will open. And you can see inside we have ourselves a very lovely boot space. In fact, let's get that parcel shelf out of the way. And you can see, got this grand space right in here. It's rather deep, it's rather wide, it's rather vast. You're not going to have any trouble fitting anything that you need in this space whatsoever. You know, food trips, they're sorted. Holidays, they're sorted. Maybe you want to go buy furniture of the flat pack variety, sorted. You're going to be able to fit it in. And if not, the rear seats have a 60-40 split. You can push them forward and access even more of that space. In fact, if you're someone who likes to travel with your skis, maybe travel with your poles, you can also push this middle section down and be able to lay them down nice and flat, so you're not going to have to try and bend them in on a weird angle and end up breaking them. Not a feature in this vehicle. We also have our beautiful chrome step right in there, purely for cosmetic reasons, but I think little things like this just make the car look nicer, and who wouldn't want a nicely presented motor vehicle? Having a look over this way, again, more tinted glass in the rear. We've got beautiful straight lines all the way up and down. Again, let's keep on looking at the bodywork, keep on looking around. And as you can see, we got a, again, 3 for 3, that beautiful gloss black and grey alloy. It's in great nick all the way around. Big old sigh of relief I can have in terms of how sensibly this car has lived its life. Follow again that beautiful straight line all the way down here, and you can see we're 4 for 4 when it comes for alloys, which means this car is miraculous. It's one of the better used vehicles on the market, because you can see that it's been just handled so sensibly, and it just drives absolutely mint. Now let's have a look inside and see what we have access to. First and foremost, got these lovely chrome door handles, but let's pop on in and see what we got. Ooh, and what we have is a lot of space in here. Very nice. I think it's a very underappreciated part of Citroens, that they do actually come with a fair bit of legroom. They are quite roomy, and we do have very comfortable seats here. You can see they're all in beautiful black leather with the white stitching, and again, adding credence to what I'm saying about sensible past owners, not a stitch nor seam is out of place in these seats. They're in terrific condition. We also have Isofix child locking points right there, so if you've got a couple of kiddos in their child seats, you can make sure you can lock them in safely and securely. Do want to draw your eye down here where some of the black is starting to rub off. Again, it is a used vehicle, and the fact that we are only getting a couple of little spots here and there, you know, it just bodes well to how sensibly it has been used. Let us open our center arm here again, and you can see we've got these built-in cup holders set against the beautiful gloss black, and here's that tray I was showing you earlier, so you can pull that down. Got a couple of skis, you can shove them right through, lay them down nice and flat, and save yourself potentially damaging them. Chuck in as well that we have, you know, some storage options in the back of the seat right there, and we have electric window controls and a 12-volt charging point right there as well. Everything you could possibly need in a back seat is more than taken care of. So let's have a look what you can get in the front. Now, first and foremost, you got your chrome door handle right there. You got a lovely cup holder, big old door window, lovely speaker system there. Again, more of this beautiful stitching all the way around, and not a stitch nor seam is out of place. Having a look here, we have our electric there it is, our electric chair controls right there. We have our heated seat controls, which, you know, when winter is coming, this thing is going to be an absolute lifesaver. We also have, I believe, yeah, you can actually adjust your seat ergonomically to fit your back. That is incredible. I mean, having a look at these seats as well, they're in phenomenal nick. They're all leather, which is just wonderful. So, you know, you get that, all that style points, you get this beautiful stitching all the way around, and to know that they've got all these buttons, all these controls to ergonomically adapt the chair to how you sit, well, just means you get style and comfort hand in hand, part and parcel. Let's hop inside and have a look around the cabin. Now, the cabin seems in terrific nick all the way around, very much in line with how we've seen the outside. You know, we've got these little silver touches. Center console is set against in silver, absolutely lovely. I'm not seeing any marks or any signs of wear and tear. It seems in very, very good nick all the way around. Will draw your attention to one of the cooler things that is in this car. You have an analog clock. Very, very cool. You just don't see that anymore in larger, newer vehicles, but we've got one here today. Having a look, as you can see, I've turned the steering wheel just so we can get a better look at the alloys, but let's put the key in. Let's click the start button. There we go. Let's turn the steering wheel, and as you can see, we have ourselves a flat bottom steering wheel right here. You got the beautiful silver linings there as well. You got our CX badge. You got our steering wheel controls. I mean, right here is your speed limiter and cruise control settings there. And over here, you've got your media control settings, volume settings, and list mode there as well. Absolutely wonderful. You can see up here, you got easy access straight in to all your instruments right there. At the moment, it's currently telling me I need to put some fuel in. I completely agree with you, mate. Let's turn the car on. You can see everything just comes on straight away. Obviously, it's telling me the fuel level is too low, and our little screen comes on right there that tells us we're currently moving at 0 miles an hour. Can you see that right there? I certainly hope so. Everything is all just come on straight away. So let's just turn that down right there. So, and let's have a look at the amount of miles that are currently on this vehicle. I mean, let's get that in focus. There we go. 79,868 miles on the clock, which, you know, may seem like a big number, may seem like a heavy number. However, I don't think the number is that important when you look at the condition of the car, when you look at how sensibly it's been maintained, it's been serviced, and you look at the condition you're getting the car in right now. I mean, we've seen the outside, the bodywork is in great nick. Alloys in particular are in great nick, along with the calipers, which means that the car has, you know, it's definitely got the miles on the clock, but they've not been horrendous miles. They've just been nice, calm, casual miles, and that means, you know, mechanically the car does have a lot of life left in it. I mean, the fact that it's undergone our 128 point check and passed our 128 point check means mechanically it's got so much more life left in it. It is, of course, A1 mechanically cleared as well. Let's have a look down here and see what we get. I mean, first and foremost, you can see what's come up straight away is our satellite navigation. That's all built in there as well. We also have a beautiful FM AM radio. Wonderful right there. Our beautiful FM AM radio. You can also get a list of all the FM stations you got there, and you do have quite a good choice. Classic, free BHM, free WLV, Heart, Raj, all the good channels right there as well. So that is your radio. But if you're not too fussed about, you know, the radio, you can always switch over and listen to something from an auxiliary source through your aux input there as well. So you've got a lot of options right there, and of course all that are controlled by all the buttons down here, displayed ever so beautifully. Let's put it back on the radio. That sounds a bit nicer, doesn't it? And of course you got 6 channels. You can set your favorites or chuck a cheeky CD in there and switch it via the sources. Absolutely wonderful. Coming on down here, we have our dual zone climate control. You can see it right there. They're both set to 0, but if I just turn it on, you can see they're both set to high, and you can always adjust the settings right there, nice and easy, with these beautiful chrome dials. And of course you can see in between them you've got the front and rear windscreen demisting, which of course during the winter is going to be an absolute lifesaver. Imagine waking up on a winter's day and you need to demist and defrost that windscreen by yourself with the kettle. Well, not anymore. You've got buttons for it and it will do the job absolutely wonderfully. Coming on over here, we have our AC. We have my favorite button on a summer's day, the AC Max. Yeah. Wonderful. And what's great is you can also increase or decrease, you know, the size of the blast all the way there, or just knock it straight at you, which is just how I like it. Lovely to have all those features in this vehicle, and again, it's all just so user friendly, it's all just so nicely laid out. Nothing's very confusing at all, just nice to have all your features there to play with within arm's reach. Coming down here, you can see we have our 12-volt charging point and a cigarette charging station right there as well, set against this beautiful black against this chrome silver outline. Absolutely gorgeous. Got our I believe it's a 6-speed gearbox right there in the black with the chrome holster there as well. Absolutely stunning. One of the nicer looking gear sticks, I must say. Coming down here, well, you have all manner of cool things right here. I mean, you've already seen the nav, but you can see you click the nav right there, you can you know, have a look through different places to go, select destinations, map management, all that cool stuff. I personally love clicking traffic because you can get your traffic information right there as well. You got all these traffic conditions, that's from clicking traffic right there. Clicking on media, of course, you can change media, you can see it right there, and that means, you know, you can switch between, as you can see, CD, USB, iPod, AUX input, that's the one highlighted, or BT streaming, that's always very cool. And of course, you can just put it on, you can just slap it on radio, as it says there as well. You can also notice you got your Bluetooth telephone connectivity right there, so you click on that and you've got the call button, and you can call through the car, which again, very, very helpful, I must say. And you can even load in your address book. How brilliant is that? And of course, you do have your setup settings there as well, so you got your display configuration, your speech synthesis settings, and all that cool stuff. Let's turn him down. Coming on down, you got again electronic parking brake, lit up nice and bright, because of course we are inside. I do not want to run anyone over. You got electric windows right here in the front and the rear on both sides. Yeah, you don't tend to get them in this place, but I think that's quite nice. I think that's really going to take off. You got the safest sound in the world, the central locking, absolutely awesome. And you got your child locks on the windows there as well. Absolutely fantastic, especially when you've got a car full of bodies. Always nice to have that little feature there. Under our leather armrest here, you can see we have our beautiful, let's see if I can see that there. It is a USB input, so you know, you plug that in, you can leave it in the tray, whack it under there, and then you don't have to bother or get your hand all caught up in different wires over here as well. Just a nice clean design for a nice clean car, cleaned of course on site by our on-set valeting team. I mean, this car actually smells like lemons. It's really lovely. It's definitely still in the prime of its life. It's got so much life to give, and I haven't even shown you my favorite part. Let's have a look. Let me open up and I'll show you my favorite part, which is the dual panoramic roof. Have a look at that. You got panoramic roof in the front, you got it there in the back, and I'm promising you, heaven forbid we get ourselves a white Christmas this year, there's nothing I'm going to want more than to drive along in a car like this and just admire the snow hitting the roof there. I mean, is there anything that will get you more in a festive spirit than something like that? And of course, having a look here, we've got our parking assist there, so take full use of those front and rear parking sensors. We've got our traction control. We've got a button to open the boot, and a button to open the nozzle for the petrol as well. There we have it. That is our gorgeous Citroen DS5. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to come over here because the last thing on our tour, of course, is something you should always do when checking out a vehicle, especially a used one, is to have a look under the bonnet. So let's have ourselves a looky loo under the bonnet. See if I can pipe this up. There we go. Under the bonnet here, you can see our beautiful 2-litre diesel engine, our HDI 16. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the beautiful thing about this engine isn't just that it goes from A to B, but more importantly that it's undergone our 128-point emerald inspection, and not just undergone it, but it's passed each and every one of those points. Not about half, you know, it's passed each and every single one of those points. The IA themselves, they only do a 100-point check, but for us that was not good enough. We are the UK Independent Dealer of the Year, and with that comes a responsibility, not just to us, not just to our customers or our staff, but to the motor trade industry as a whole. And obviously you can only make change when you're at the top, and that's why we instigated the 128-point check. We are a family run dealership, and again, it doesn't just mean that you can walk through that door, wipe your feet, have a drink and have a chat about cars. What it means is we like to treat our stock as if it were going to be driven away by a family member. Essentially, you buy a car from us, you join our Emerald family, and we look to you as if you're a member of our family themselves. And then we always look at every vehicle that comes into stock with us, and we always look at them as if we're going to hand the keys over to a relative, to a mother, to a grandmother, to a son, to anyone who bears our family name. We always have to look at the car and think, would I feel safe? Would I feel comfortable? Would I breathe a sigh of relief handing the keys over to a member of the family? That's why we do the Emerald 128-point check. That's why we have the green tick on the windscreen, because it means the car has been checked, over-checked, certified, prepped, inspected, you name it, we've looked at it, we've made sure it runs beautifully, and it means I can toss the keys to any of my family members in the car and sleep peacefully at night, knowing that they're going to be safe and secure and be driving an awesome ride just like this Citroen DS5. So there you have it. That is our Citroen DS5 in blue. Lovely colour, great condition, wonderful interior, more gadgets than the Inspector. I love all the well, as you can tell, the panoramic roof sort of left me a bit speechless. I always do love looking at a good panoramic roof, but you know, you've got your built-in satellite navigation, you've got wonderful, it's just a great car all the way around. I could sit here and list reasons. You know, you got your chrome touches, you got the beautiful colour, handles really well, goes around corners like a dream, you got your front and rear parking sensors. But I'm not going to bore you with all the details I've already said. I think if anything in this video has even mildly piqued your interest, that you should trust your instincts and come on down here and pay us a visit. We'd love to meet you, love to put the kettle on, and we'd love to talk cars, especially beautiful ones just like this. I think this one's a right Bobby Dazzler, and it's a bit of a hidden jewel amongst all the vehicles we have in stock because it's in terrific condition and it's got so much more life left to live. Are you going to be the one to give it all that life and love and attention? Thank you so much for watching this video. I do really appreciate you giving me 22 minutes of your time. It's always appreciated. Thank you so much. Stay safe.